What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Jonathan here. Welcome to Big Baby Sports. And this is Lakers Live pregame show with Aaron and Manny. Aaron, how's it going, man? Hope all is well.
It's going great, man. Looking forward for Laker basketball tonight.
It's going great. We're now 2 weeks into the curfew, the lockdown where I live, and just getting ready for my boys to play. Let's go Lakers.
Yeah, man, it's Lakers versus Houston Rockets pregame show. We're going to talk about the keys to the game. I'm going to start off first. I'm going to throw it to Aaron and then Manny. For me, man, keys to the game, play inspired. Play with that tenacity, that hustle, that grit. Come out to start. Don't let Houston get going. Don't let James Harden get going. Don't let this team go because Houston is very talented. They got DeMarcus Cousins, James Harden, PJ Tucker, Daniel House. They got guys that can spark. We don't want that to happen. But I want to see us just come inspired. You know what I mean? I just want to see Lakers come out. And AD needs to dominate early and get to work.
Mine pretty simple, defensive energy. We saw how great they played in the last game. They can when they are on and their defense is locked in, we can have a great game. Also, got to realize on the other end now is DeMarcus Cousins is going to come hungry for that Lakers team now because that's a big part of Houston's offense. So we really got to play pit bull style defense on these guys.
Mine's very simple, assisting. The reason why I say that is because, yeah, we have 25.2 assists per game on our team, but Houston has 23.1. That's a very, very near margin for both teams. Mm-hmm. So Houston's got some very good passes on their team. Very underrated. One of the most underrated things about them is their passing. And if we outpass them, we can definitely come on with another dub and go 9-3.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to this game tonight. I'm also looking forward to how Morris and Cousins play against each other because they got into a scuffle. They got into an altercation. Cousins threw an elbow. Cousins threw an elbow, and he threw an elbow, and they started talking back and forth. I want to see if Morris is going to come out and try to get in his head again. I'm also looking forward to THT coming out and dominating the highest level. I just want to see Lakers dominate because we're 8-3. Potentially go 9-3, undefeated on the road. We're undefeated on the road. I like our energy lately. We've been picking it up. We're starting to find our niche. We're starting to find the rhythm. And once we get it together fully, we're going to be really, really hard to beat. You know what I mean? So for me, players to watch for me, I got Kyle Kuzma getting 19 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists.
I got to go with my boy AD. I'm saying I want at least 25 and 15. 25 points, 15 rebounds, maybe a few assists. We'll see how it goes, but you just got to go out there and be hungry. Stay hungry, and they'll find the ball to you.
I'm going to go with LeBron, and I think realistically you can have like a 28-point, 9 rebound, 11 assist game because we saw what he did the last game against Houston. He can dominate. He can dunk. He can shoot. He can pass. He can do it all. But what John said about the Morris and the Cousins scuffle, the league really hates us, man. Like I'm not really happy about that because Cousins pushes Markieff. Yes, I get Markieff pushed him, and he should have. I'm saying that he shouldn't have got fined because he should have. Absolutely, he should have Markieff. But the thing is, not only did he push Markieff, but he also slapped LeBron. I should have been a suspension, and the money should have been a lot higher for Cousins.
Yeah, man. They should be even the suspension. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it wasn't that hard of a foul. He got hit in the face, play through it, and keep it pushing, man. But I want to see the Lakers tonight defend the 3 because Houston can get hot from 3 like that, and I want to see Lakers standing around. I want to see us force drive, and put Alex Caruso on James Harden because Alex Caruso locked up James Harden in that last game. So I want to see us come out defensively. That's all I want to see Lakers do. Come out defensively, dominate every possession.
Yeah, set the tone early. I mean, go out there, I want them to make James Harden's night a nightmare. Like if you can have James Harden only get maybe 20 points in the game, 25 points maybe in the game, you did a great job because we know when he's hitting his shots, if he's getting hot, they'll look out because then no matter who's on him, he could find other ways to hurt you. We know what he can do at the foul line. Where he likes to try and get those shots up just to get people to foul him. You can't. Not only as an all around team, with the defensive energy, is it's got to also make the turnovers, force Houston to make those turnovers, make their night difficult. You know, there was the scuffle was the scuffle. It's basketball. You move on from it. There was fines issued. We know that by the league. Now it's time to play ball. Houston's going to try and come out early, and they want to set that tone. So we got to get on there, score the first buckets, and just start making their night a living nightmare.
I get what you're saying about James Harden, that he can shoot and stuff, but another thing that I want to point out with James Harden is passing. The guy's averaging 11 assists per game. And as a shooting guard, you don't see that very often, because usually a lot of shooting guards, they like to ball hog. They like to shoot the ball a lot. And that's the reason why I had my game plan as passing, not only because they're like 2 points behind us in the passing averaging, but because Harden is a hell of a passer this season, and he's been in his whole career, but this season has been very, very good at passing. So LeBron, with only 7.7 assists, he's got to outpass him because LeBron's our assist leader.
Yeah, man. LeBron James is very good at assists. You know what I mean? I just want to see LeBron. Here's what I want to see from LeBron tonight. Stop. I know you facilitate, try to get your teammates involved, but dominate early, blow out this team, and move forward. Because I know it's going to be a competitive game. I understand it's a competitive basketball game, but Lakers can set the tempo early. Come out, punch them in the mouth. I want to see Lakers come out early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have every talent on our team to go out there and actually pull that 27-point lead out that we had the last time. We have that opportunity. We have that potential. The Lakers just got to go out there, play smart. Don't make those silly passes either. The turnovers still a problem, and I get it because LeBron's piggyback on that and said, look, we're still getting used to each other. We haven't. They had a more of a condensed training camp. They had a short turnaround. It's tough. Even look at the Lakers team last year. They had high turnovers. I don't think our turnovers really dropped down until probably maybe month number 2, second month of basketball or so is when things started getting a little bit more normal and you weren't seeing as high turnover rate. We just got to come out there, set the tone, and I think we could easily dominate Houston and actually have a quarter where LeBron and AD and the starters are not playing in the fourth quarter.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Aaron, actually, for the players that haven't played much, because let's say we have, because I'm not saying it's going to be for sure it's going to happen, but let's see if we have like a 10 or just any double-digit lead just in general. I want to see us play some of the guys that we haven't played very much. Like Jared Dudley, I want to see him get some minutes. I want to see Quinn Cook get some minutes. I want to see Alfonso McKinney get some minutes. Even Devontae Caycock too, I would like to see. Costas Antetokounmpo as well. I'm not saying play these guys big minutes, but if we have a big lead, I want to see them run the floor. I want to see them get a good shot at some stuff, because even Quinn Cook, he can shoot some threes. And Houston's deadly from threes. We got to outshoot them from three. Quinn Cook can help us on that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I want to see this Laker team put out there. Unfortunately, there's no Wesley Matthews tonight, sore Achilles. No Jared Dudley tonight, so maybe Quinn Cook can get some minutes when it's a blowout. Hopefully it's a blowout. I really hope it's a blowout, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout because Houston likes to play good against us. You know what I mean? So, I'm just really excited for tonight's game. I'm just pumped up, But overall, man, I just feel like Lakers are going to... my score prediction, I'm going to keep 100. Lakers are going to win by 20 tonight. LeBron's going to dominate. AD's going to dominate. And we're going to be chilling on the bench. And James Harden's going to be hella mad and stuff. I'm going to predict it right here. At 4:55 p.m. on Big Baby Sports, DeMarcus Cousins will get ejected again. He's going to do something to get ejected. I'm calling it right now.
I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen We've seen him in his days when he was with the Kings, and how many times I think he set a record. And it's not something ever to be proud of this record, but I think most ejections in a career seasons with one organization, and that's something you should never want to be proud of. And it's something that you would think by now, later on in his career, like you just need to learn to just shut up, essentially, shut up and play. Not shut up and dribble, but just shut up and play, and just keep your mouth shut. If you're wrong, if you accidentally hit somebody, that's one thing, but don't be barking about the little stupid calls that you're not going to be getting. And you just need to just go out there, keep it good, keep it real. But I say the Lakers tonight, I'd say if we can really put the pedal to the metal and really make things difficult for James Harden tonight, Lakers win by 30. 30 on the money.
Yeah, absolutely. I see it being like a 15, 20 point lead at the end of the game. But I'm glad you guys brought up Cousins, because I think that, he could get ejected, but it wouldn't surprise me at the same time, because like you guys brought up his days in Sacramento. Yes, Mitch Kupchak was not the greatest GM for the Lakers, but I'm so glad that he did not pull the trigger in getting Cousins for Brandon Ingram, because if we got Cousins on our team, can you imagine the fights he would have caused in the locker room? It would have ruined a bunch of chemistry. Glad he stayed in Sacramento, and then he went to Pelicans, and then went to us, but he never played, and now he's on Houston with Harden. Scotty was never in the purple and gold. Thank God.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Cousins lets his emotion get the best of him. And one player that I need to get off tonight to show me something, I'm getting on him until he proves me wrong. Marc Gasol, stop playing soft like your brother. Stop playing soft like Pau Gasol. So shout out to my boy Jay in the comments as always. Marc Gasol, yep, I agree with you. 100% Marc Gasol needs to step up. I know he does passing, rebound, but sometimes he has wide open layups, misses. It's like dunk the ball, And he needs to be aggressive like it was in Memphis and Toronto. He's capable of doing it, but I need to see Marc Gasol step up tonight, in my opinion.
You're not wrong. I would love to see Marc Gasol out there grabbing 15 points. If he's later on, if this is, the way he wants to play later on in his career now, is not be so much of a scorer like he was in Memphis. I mean, Memphis, he was unbelievable when he was there. He used to average 20 plus points a game, but he was their bread and butter. With what we have now, he needs to just go out there, average 15 points a game, average 15 and 10. That's what I would love to see. 15, 10, and maybe maybe 8 assists or so. Maybe flirt around with a triple double, because he's one of those guys that's one of the most talented big guys that there are in the league, technically on paper. And he's a guy that can go out there and score on one possession and then pass the next possession. Grab the rebounds. Don't the thing that bugs me the most is if a center's there and boxes out and realizes, okay, I don't really have to worry about the rebound, so I'm just going to kind of dip away after I already set myself up to reach, grab the ball and hold it, and then give it to LeBron or give it to Schroeder, whoever's coming. You got to be more aggressive there.
He has been playing with a lack of assertiveness and a lack of aggression, but one thing I really want to see from Marc is I want to see him get at least 7 to 8 assists. I think he's very capable of doing that. I think, yes, what you're going to say. Manny's, come on, Jokic is the best big man in the game when it comes to passing. But Marc Gasol, even though he's 36, 37, he's very capable of passing the ball. We've seen it. I'm glad you guys brought up Memphis and Toronto. He's on Memphis and Toronto. He did very good at that. Yes, his rebounding and his scoring was very underrated, but passing as well is very underrated. If he passes the ball very well tonight and you get that 70 assists, I would love to see that from him. I could see a lot of upside from that.
We got a funny comment here. You want Marc Gasol to average a triple-double? He's 50 years old. Yeah, man. He's capable of it, but he's just playing like he's at the back end of his career. You know what I mean? Marc Gasol, it's unfortunate, but Jay had another question right here. Let me see here. What's the question? Oh, right here. Something, Dwight Howard, I would love to have Dwight Howard over Marc Gasol, you know? And for me, Dwight, energy, it's unfortunate he's not with the Lakers anymore. According to my sources, he got rushed to try to take the Laker deal. It's unfortunate. Wish he would have stayed, but keep it pushing. Dwight Howard over Marc Gasol any day of the week, but we got Marc Gasol. We got to stick to Marc Gasol. You know, Marc Gasol is a very talented player, and I'm excited for him to contribute tonight because Marc Gasol is a Gasol, but Marc Gasol is a little bit soft, just like his brother. But if he wins this championship, I'm okay.
You know, I mean, people will debate. You know, the only the big difference, is between. I mean, if you have to look at the Gasol brothers, Powell is the skinnier guy that Blake Griffin loved to dunk on versus Blake Griffin trying to dunk on Marc Gasol is a different story because at least Gasol, Marc Gasol is more built than Powell is. Powell is tall and skinny. Mark is at least tall and has muscle on him. So you got to use that when you're no matter what, no matter where you are in your career. If you're bigger and you have the muscle to withstand pitbulling people on defense, you got to be more aggressive there. And Jay, you're right. He needs to step up. The guy can average. The guy has potential to average the same amount as Powell had, his brother. They're both great scorers. They were both great scorers. One was a little bit softer than the other, I feel like, but I think right now Mark is playing a little bit like his brother. And they're two different players. And if Mark could put his identity out there to say, I'm still that guy from Memphis, I could still be that guy right now that I was in Toronto to help them win. I need to be that guy on the Lakers.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark has the same talent as Powell, but I think Powell is the Laker legend. He's going to get his jersey retired very soon, I feel like. But just assertiveness, he's got to show, and he's got to show his body. Like Marc Gasol is very physical. He's built like a truck driver. The guy, he's got to just body people, post them up. He's got to stop playing lazy because that's what I feel like he's been doing. He's been very, very lazy. And if he doesn't play lazy, I feel like we can even better team because his defense is very good, his passing is very good, and his rebounding is very good. Once he stops playing lazy, we got it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Marc Gasol, we're only just keeping it real on Big Baby Sports, man. We're not bashing, we're just keeping it real. And my boy Chris said, Lakers will win tonight. I'm calling it now. I got the Lakers, like I said, winning. But here's the other thing, shout out to my boy Vince. He said he thinks this is a trap game. But I don't see it as a trap game. But it's the NBA. You never know. Lakers can have one come out tonight and stink up the joint. But it's surprising. No, it's the NBA season. It's a long season. You're going to have highs, lows. You're going to have times where you're like, we're really getting blown up by 40 right now? It's part of basketball. You know what I mean? So Laker Nation, if we have one of those performances tonight or down the road or next game, don't panic. It's a long season.
It's a long season. And, our record is, where we're at. And we're a good team. We've had our mistakes on defense. We've had our lackluster games where we look red hot versus San Antonio one game. Then the second game, they came to play. And you have to say that, it's a 48-minute game. So the Lakers could start the game. The Lakers could start the game ice cold and shoot 1 for 10 from the for field goals. And still come back in this game and beat them by 6 or beat them by 10. No matter what, you have to beat the opponent by 1. That's it. So, you just got to go out there and expect, Houston and James Harden to be out there and wanting to get all over us. And if we set that aggressive and set the tone early, you're gonna really punch them in the gut early.
Oh, absolutely. It's anything could happen. The season's still young. We're 12 games in the year. Whether we go on a 4-game winning streak or a 4-game losing streak, it doesn't really matter, guys. Like people that say that go crazy because we lose one game, pump the brakes, calm down. It's a long season. Yes, we don't like losing. I hate when we lose. But the thing is, we gotta just take it one step at a time. Yes, we're number 1 in the league, but that could all change. Maybe it could change for better, it could change for worse. We got it. The season's still young. We'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be okay. Looking forward to the game. This is the end of Big Baby Sports. Make sure you guys tune in for Lakers post-game show with me, Aaron, and Manny. So thank you guys for tuning in. So long, Laker Nation.
Peace.